It's often very useful to use photographs you've taken with your digital camera to put illustrations of what you are talking about in your design work. For example, we've said that we want to, if we zoom in on the corner here, this is our 45-degree window coming around here, and we've attached our structure that is going to support our climber, which is going to grow up over here. We haven't put enough detail in, we haven't drawn that as a piece of rectangular hollow section tubing running through there, because it's just as easy to take a photograph of what you have in mind, and here it is here. So here's our cross member. It's attached to the house above the window frame by those loxons which are drilled into the masonry wall. In a similar vein, we've specified, haven't we, if we come in here, that we have little mondo grasses running at about 200mm centres all the way along the edge of the paving. So to show a client what that might look like, including a picture of the pole at the base as well. If we zoom in on here, here's the edge of our paving and the galvanised pole running here. Here's a wisteria growing up that pole, and here are the mondo grasses there. We've also specified a water feature, and here's a close-up of the base of a water feature. There's a sump underneath there, some white rocks covering the grill that supports it. So, and here's a longer shot of the water feature. So water runs up, is pumped up to that reservoir at the top, trickles down through here. Here's a longer shot of a similar garden, not identical, but we are specifying a similar set of poles, similar framing, similar sort of paving through here, and even some board on that side. So it becomes a very easy matter. Let's go zoom and zoom extents. An easy matter to put images around here. Remember, when we print, we're not interested in this zone to the left. If we went zoom a window, we'd probably print something like this, which has got a reasonable aspect ratio. We might even print a couple of sheets, one as well, several in fact, of details showing what is going to happen in that area. So placing these images is really easy, and moving them around, they're just objects. You just click on them and right click in the usual way. You can move and copy them and so on. Let's just illustrate how you put one in, draw and insert raster, and click new, and just scan to where you've put those images. And there's detail of the flower on the fountain there. We've tried to name these reasonably sensibly. So if we wanted to put in a native geranium, if we decide we were going to use that, we click open and insert, and we just draw a box maybe underneath there, and there's a close-up of the plant that we might be specifying somewhere here in the garden, and so on. Can you see that raster images really help enormously in setting out your design? You might decide to put all of these on a separate sheet over here to the right hand side. I was just using that as a layout guide. As this is a layout guide, don't need them anymore, so I can erase them, and now my drawing is taking shape nicely. I haven't got my logo in or any other site details, but can you see GardenCAD is being used to present a design to the client, and its use is really only limited by your imagination. So we've put some sample images, or those very images are in the exercises folder, so you might like to play with some of those.